Hi, Grandma Debbie here. So today we're going to make some no-bake chocolate oatmeal cookies. Now these cookies are called by a lot of different names, but I'm going to stick with the no-bake. You can call them whatever you want to call them if you make them. So I've already got all the ingredients out and I'm going to go over those in a minute with you. I've got cookie sheets lined with parchment paper, and so we're going to get started. All right, let's move on over to the stove. Okay, as I said, this is no-bake. It's actually no-bake peanut butter and chocolate oat cookies. So we're gonna get started and on making them. Let me get out a spoon. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is I've already lined 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. And you can also use cupcake liners if you'd rather have a bigger cookie. And then we're going to come over here and turn this on. Oops. Let me turn on the correct one. And I'm going to add butter. So it's half a cup of butter. The butter's a little on the cold side. I just took it out of the refrigerator. Forgot to take it out earlier. So we're going to add butter. We're going to add our sugar. So I have 1 3/4 quarter cup of sugar. It's also got some little cocoa in it because I accidentally added that in there. Then I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. And I'm adding half a cup of milk. Okay, and we're going to stir this. And I'm going to make a mess like I normally do. You guys should be used to that by now. Me making messes all the time. Alright, so we're going to stir this until it comes to a boil. And then after it boils, we're going to let it boil for 60 seconds. Let me break up this butter a little bit. Maybe that'll help it. Get it to break. Okay, it's looking really good. Just trying to get this butter to melt a little bit. I've heard these cookies called all kinds of interesting names, and when I make them you'll know why. Some people call them some interesting names, but I'm going to stick with the no-bake, like I said. As you can tell, it's cooking up really nice. Oh, it smells really good, too. And you're cooking this over medium-high heat. Or medium heat, I apologize for that. Okay. So this is boiling, so we're going to let it go for 60 seconds. I'm going to set a timer since I don't have anything that tells me. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just going to go with it. Whoops, and it says don't stir, and here I am stirring it. not even following directions. Well, that's typical for me. Okay, and then after this cooks for 60 seconds, then we're going to remove it from the heat. I'm just going to turn the heat off. I'm going to add vanilla, peanut butter, and quick oats. Now my peanut butter, I sprayed the measuring cup with some cooking spray so that it wouldn't stick. Otherwise it's a bear to get out. Okay, so it's been about 60 seconds. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm adding 2/3 cup of peanut butter. And then I'm adding 3 cups of oats. And I'm going to mix this up until it's all blended. And then we're going to drop this by spoonfuls or a cookie, whatever you call them, scoop, sorry. Okay, so this is all blended. And now we're going to head on over to where I have my parchment paper set and ready to go, and we're going to start dishing it out. Okay, so got my parchment paper going. Now this does need to sit after you make them. It needs to sit for a little bit. They will spread out because after all, this is a hot mixture. So I'm sure just looking at what I'm scooping out, you can guess what some people call this. After you make it, you can put it in the refrigerator to let it set. It's up to you as to how you want to handle it. I'm actually just going to leave mine sitting out because I don't have any room in my refrigerator right at the moment. And I'm making a huge mess all over the counter. These are really good. They're extremely sweet. Very sweet. But they are good with a nice big tall glass of milk or coffee. Okay, we got one parchment down. And as you can tell what they look like, you can figure out the name that people call them. Like I said, these are really sweet, so you might want to enjoy it with something that's like maybe even water. But they are delicious. As I've mentioned before, I'm not a huge cookie person, so usually one cookie is good enough for me. So These will probably be heading off to my husband's office. Which they don't mind. Of it all bunched up. I need to try to get it out. Okay, so we're going to let these sit here, and after they've cooled down, I'll show you what they look like. Okay, like I said, I'm going to let them cool, and then after they've cooled, I will show you what they look like all cooled, and we'll try one together, and we'll see what we think of it. All right, but if I forget to say it, hit the like button and the subscribe button, or give me some comments. All right, you have a great day. Bye. Okay, so they have cooled, and I'm going to put them on a tray, a plate, so that my husband can take them to the office tomorrow. So, but they've been cooling for about 30 minutes. So when they get hard like that, and I'm just going to put them on a tray, and then I am going to put these in the refrigerator after I'm done. We will taste one. They are smelling good. Nice part is that they're not hot, so you can take them off with your fingers. Well, that one I think is gonna. So, but they smell good. They taste good. Or I only licked the spoon. Sorry. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna get these in the refrigerator. It's kind of hot in the house. I didn't realize how hot it was until I started making these. So I'm going to get these in the refrigerator as soon as I can. But I hope that you try this recipe. This is something you can do with your kids. Nice little summertime treat. You don't really heat up the house, other than, in fact, my house is hot right now. But you know, it's a lot of fun. So they're a lot of fun to make. All right, so I'm just going to take one, and I'm going to do a small one. And I'm going to break it in half and show you what it looks like inside. Just looks like a regular cookie. Yep. All right, super, super sweet, but super good. And I think I might need a glass of milk to wash it down with. But give this a try. Let me know what you think about it. And once again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I hope that you have a great day. All right, bye.